Howdy everybody, and welcome to a new episode of me covering games. Give me just a second, I messed up there. In this episode, we're going to be covering Last Dream Fishing Arcade. Now, this is an RPG fishing RPG game. Basically, you catch fish and compete in tournaments. It's reminiscent of... There's a couple of old Flash games that are similar to this, called like Cat Gone Fishing and stuff like that. It's very similar to that. It feels inspired by that. But it's a little more in depth, and there's more to catch, and there's a lot of upgrades to do, and there's achievements. Uh, on top of that, this place, it's called like Last Dream Fishing Arcade, so Last Dream seems to be an RPG Maker game made by the same developers. It's like 5 different people that are working on this game. Now, before I actually get into the video, let me just say I did get a key from Keymailer, and that's why I'm reviewing this. However, at the same time, I just really enjoy this game so far. It has been a lot of fun. I have about 8 hours in the game, I think. I just got hooked. Pun intended, totally. And I ended up beating the game once, and I'll go over it from there. And if you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment if you want to talk about anything. I don't know. I'm going to hit continue. So this was the first game that I beat. I beat it on normal difficulty after gaining like 50,000 points, and then I started New Game Plus with 0 upgrades so far on hard difficulty. There are 5 difficulties to choose from. However, 1 through 3 are unlocked at the start. Anything after that you have to earn as you go forward. So here's the HUD. Oh, interesting. But as you can see, you got menu, cast, call it a day, etc. And right now I have 32 upgrade points. So I'm going to go into the upgrade menu and I can afford any of these, in which case I will get line strength. Those are the main stats of your fishing pole. Casting power is how far you can cast it. Reeling power is how much stamina damage you do to the fish. Line strength is how fast they break the line. And then quick reflexes is your combo meter. Let's show that off. So cast the line and then you reel it in and catch a fish. And then basically you match the direction it's trying to pull. And you hold whatever, clicking, holding, in my case, A on the controller. I'm reviewing this on Steam Deck. And that's basically the gist of the game right here. It's just doing this, right? Except you unlock bigger and stronger fish the longer you go. As you can see, this guy's a little stronger than the last. The different directions affect the type of, the amount of stamina damage these fish do to your line. And there you go. As you hang out in the star area, you gain overdrive, and overdrive is different skills based on who you're playing as and what fishing rod you have. Every 5 minutes, I think it is, a little dialogue box will come up and say, hey, would you like to buy from a random merchant, or would you like to participate in a tournament? And then you choose which tournament you want to participate in. There are 5 tournaments to beat, and once you beat the last one, you beat the game. And beyond that, it's mostly catching fish. You can see there are treasure chests on the bottom of the floor, and on top of that there are some messages in a bottle. The messages in a bottle carry the lore of the game. Let's see if I can show you. So in your collections you've got fishiary, etc., but also messages. They teach you how to catch a lot of the different fish, but also some of these have lore to them, I thought. Maybe not. I don't know. I thought it did. I have caught everything in this game. I gotta say, as somebody who has, like, thalassophobia and a fear of large fish, these last ones to catch, I actually hit a chord with me or something. Struck a chord with me, right? And I was, oh, I don't have these messages because these are the lore messages. Okay. That's all it is. These are the lore messages, and I don't have them because I started New Game Plus. As you can see, you very quickly earn upgrades in the early game, and as you get to stronger fish and stuff, it takes a little bit longer to catch. and it takes longer to get upgrades and stuff, but the difficulty differences is just how strong the fish are. So it increases the all-around stats of the fish. Glaukos is the final difficulty, and it sounds like that might just end up being terrible. I don't know. But overall, this game has been a lot of fun for me. This is most of what you do, but it's pretty fun. Treasure chests and winning tournaments can hold, can earn you items to equip, and those just increase your stats as equally as, well, like certain things do, like strength up and line strength up and reeling power, stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day real quick. I'm gonna show you, gives you a summary of what you caught for the day. There's a maximum of 50 fish in the area that you're in. Anytime you're in an area, so they don't refresh unless you start a tournament. And then there are a bunch of different characters to unlock. You only start with Lucius. I rather prefer Atalanta. There we go. She's pretty good. She doesn't cast very far, but in the end, she has way above average stats for everything else, which makes her incredibly strong, it turns out. From what I understand, these different classes are based on the lore of the game that these originally come from. I have no idea what the story of the RPG Maker RPG is. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I can't really give you much detail on that, but beyond that, this game is fun, and it seems like there might actually be quite a bit to do in that game. Who knows, but basically each character has different stats, and they each have a different overdrive with them. Overall, I think the best overdrive is probably just stop. It's pretty self-explanatory what that does. Oh, each map also has different music, by the way. I believe they're all royalty-free music. And I say that because, like, a couple of them are by Kevin MacLeod. This one's pretty good, I gotta say. It made some pretty good choices with the royalty-free music. It's definitely a little different than what I would normally expect from a game. I don't typically expect a full-on RPG just for the fishing aspect of the game, unless I'm like, it's not an RPG, but unless I'm playing specifically a fishing game, like Fishing Planet or something. But I don't play those very often, so this brings a nice mix of both. Not at all realistic fishing, with a nice fantasy setting. It's just a nice chill game. And I ended up finding it way more fun than I expected. I'm just glad I got a chance to cover it. Oops, that fish was way too strong. But this is basically the concept. Once you upgrade your rod enough, all these things are super easy to catch. There's an achievement for catching every fish at once in the map. I have not done that one yet, and I should have. My first time through. I'm gonna buy one more upgrade, and we're gonna call it a day. I'm gonna let the song pick up for just a second, then we'll call it a day. It's catchy. Stop only cost 100 overdrive, sure. So stop literally causes the fish to do nothing. It is incredibly effective, it turns out. So the higher your combo gets, the stronger your real power is. It's the main thing I've noticed. Wow. Okay, stop it. I don't think we're catching this fish. Yeah, we're definitely not. That's okay. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner, that's our buff. It's running out in 2 seconds. 1 second. And then all hell breaks loose. Well, you can see you can kind of like whittle a fish down, but a little bit too much effort when it comes to something like this, right? You really need proper equipment in this game. I could build up 100 more overdrive, possibly. Oh, here's some larger fish. Actually, did get stopped back. Wow. So the higher your combo is, the faster it wears down as well, as you saw there. As soon as it changed directions, I lost like 60% combo. Yeah, that's basically the concept of this game. I'll swap. Yeah, I was gonna say after that. I'll swap. I actually have no idea if we can just quit. I have no idea if I can just quit. I was gonna show off the late game. I think it's if you do that. There we go. There's New Game Plus and Reborn. I'm pretty sure Reborn is you restart the game without any of your championship points. So it's like purely resetting for achievements or something. Let's go ahead and show off. You cast way further. Lots of larger fish. And it's a little more exciting. Except I'm pretty sure everything is easy for me to catch at this point. But yeah. I like this game a lot, actually. I don't know what the price is going to be. I wish I could figure that out a little better. But a lot of these games that I'm trying, I'm really enjoying. This one included. And I would like to be able to recommend it with the price included, so I could warn you guys how much it would cost. I guess I'm going to talk about a few things about my channel real quick. I'd like to get into streaming some, but I don't really know how viable that is. If you don't know, I work a full-time job as well. Makes sense, most adults do, or at least some sort of job. Plus I'm married, so I find it a little hard to find the time to stream. But I would love to actually be able to. What's this? What does it do? You get double strength and line strength for fish you've caught before. That's pretty good. So if I could pull off streaming again, I would love to do that. Possibly take like requests of just fighting Malenia. Something like that, you know? Where I have every weapon on the save file, so I could just quit out when she dies. And just redo the fight over and over. And just kind of chill with you guys. On top of that, I gotta figure out a new schedule for uploading videos, because it feels like the way that I'm uploading has affected my my visibility on YouTube. So I have a lot to learn and kind of figure out. We'll stop by. This is a merchant. It tells you if you've collected an item or not, because there's like a collection. There's like a... Huh. Am I crazy? Oh, okay, I see. Those are my available relics. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. It'll show you when you get a new item, or... There's no reason to change any of these things. But I would love to be able to find time to stream, and I want to kind of figure out a new schedule, because it felt like over this last little bit I really fell off. It kind of sucks. I was looking forward to hitting 500 subscribers, and I know I still will. I'm very excited for that. It just might take... At the way that I was growing before, I was hitting like 5 to 10 subscribers a day, and then one day it just kind of fell off, which really surprised me. I don't really understand YouTube, I guess. But I thought that was really interesting to see, because I was growing... At the rate that I was going, it should have been by the end of like 2 weeks ago, I think. A week and a half ago that I would have been at 500 subscribers. Let's go to a different map with a different character. I want somebody with high casting power so I can show off some bigger fish. How about that? We'll show off the least favorite of my fish, the Leviathan, I think. I don't know why, it still freaks me out a little, even though it's a 2D fish game. It really shouldn't. But large fish, ew. I don't know why they still get to me. So there's 2 different sections. There's 100 fish total in this game. 100 unique fish. Ugh. But 50 of them are freshwater, 50 of them are seawater. As you can tell, I'm now in the ocean. It's pretty obvious when you're catching like great white sharks and stuff. Or whatever kind of shark. A thresher shark. Am I? Oh wait, no. The other thing to note, that just reminded me, it's been a little bit since I've actually returned to this game. One of the things to note about the different fish, it depends on what map you're in for what spawns. 10% stronger for each fish caught consecutively. Wow. That seems really good. A 17-minute buff? So let's go ahead and catch this guy. I'm just going to show off a few different maps as well, because to catch the Leviathan, you can't actually guarantee any fish will be there on any given day. But it's also based on time of day as well. I think he's either at night or in the thunderstorm. Dude, I don't know why. Oh, yep, there he is. That's a big fish, dude. I don't know why, even though this is like a 2D game with pixel art, it's not even like anything's ever a threat. It just sets off my like fight or flight feelings, you know? It's crazy. It's like a fake fish in a 2D world. As you can see though, this fish fights in terms of direction a lot more. So that's kind of where the difficulty comes in at stronger fish. Oh, we got him. Wow. A big one at that too. And that's basically the idea. There we go. I do enjoy this game a lot. I think it ended up being a lot more fun than I was expecting. When I put almost 10 hours into this before reviewing it, just because I was just enjoying it. Made me want to finish the game. If anybody's watched this far, would you guys mind telling me what you guys think of these actual game reviews? They're kind of just random games, I know. Curious if you guys actually really enjoy watching them, if I give any good feedback on them or not. I feel like maybe not, but I know that they're going to do worse than Elden Ring, because that's just kind of how random games on a channel do, right? If it's not your mainstay. Especially if it's not something that people are excited for or like planning to buy in big bulk, like lots of people buying it. So, it could just be that. But I think this game is pretty worth showing off. If it's $10 or $15, I could see it being worth the price. A lot of it comes from what seems to be challenge running and stuff. Maybe I can show off a tournament real quick. If one starts soon. Well, we don't have one. So it's like 5 minutes after you start a map, and I've been swapping maps too much. There's something nice and peaceful about this game, I don't know. Besides the massive, terrifying fish. But that's a me thing. I don't think that applies to most people, honestly. Hey, which reminds me, by the way, I know Subnautica is a very popular game. I've thought about at some point for when I hit some big milestone, streaming that game. Just because I know it's one that a lot of people like, and it's one that doesn't click with me in terms of... It could be a fun one to stream for like October or something, you know? Be scared. Stream it. People love watching people be scared. I don't know, something like that. I am not one to normally want to approach the open ocean, so. Now one thing, if you didn't notice, in the collection section, fishiary, each fish actually has its own rating for size that you caught of it, so there's variation for size on creatures. And so that's kind of part of the completionist aspect, would be catching golden rating, 5-star ratings on every fish. You can see I have quite a few, just like maybe half of them. It's a little hard to read this text. I don't know if that's the case for you guys, but I'm pretty sure that's just because I'm on Steam Deck. Steam Deck does some funky things when you play in windowed mode to record things, just because I don't think OBS was really supposed to... Like, obviously it's built to run on Steam Deck, because Steam Deck is literally just a Linux computer put into a special casing. But, it's kind of jank getting OBS running just because of the fact that it's a desktop. So, that's... I mean, I ended up getting streaming figured out. Let's go there, shall we? I ended up getting streaming figured out for it. I think a few people actually ended up just opening up my stream. Probably because they want to see me actually stream. But, I'll get there at some point. But it was actually through Steam Deck, which I was curious how difficult it would be. It's actually not difficult at all once you actually, you know, set it up. And by set it up, I mean you basically just log into YouTube and tell it where to stream to. And the fact that it's that easy kind of has me excited and makes me want to stream. It's kind of what sparked my interest in actually picking up streaming instead. I didn't realize how easy it would be on PC. I know it's kind of simple on PlayStation, setting up streaming, but I think right now, with my mic quality, I think OBS gives me more options to fix it, so I think my quality comes through better. I am planning on fixing that soonish. It's just a matter of when I can get my hands on a proper microphone and kind of set up properly. Because right now, I basically record from my couch, or I record from a little closet room that I have. But I don't have that set up quite right now. I was going to get some like padding and stuff so I could actually set up a decent sounding recording area. But we'll get there. That's all future stuff. Oh, please don't tell me that moved. I don't know if it did for you guys. If it did, I am so sorry. We're gonna catch one last fish and then we're gonna call it. How about that? As you can see, so the different overdrives that I have, you get one per character and then one for each level of fishing rod you had, with 5 fishing rod levels. So, if you save up like 1,600 overdrive points, you have enough to cast every single skill at once. Which ends up being kind of nice. By the way, I think that since I last played, there was an update to this game that kind of changed a few of the aspects of it, and it looks really good. The changes, not anything you guys would notice, but they added a little more UI and made things a little more readable. Anyway, I'm going to go back to main menu, and then I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you oh so very much for watching if you did. I do look forward to having you guys watch this. It was a fun one. And I think it's a cool game to show off. If you guys did enjoy, please do leave a like. I will get back to Elden Ring tomorrow. I ran through my backlog again, but I think that's okay. I just kind of let things sit on this weekend. Sorry I didn't do a video yesterday, but it was Labor Day. I'm not going to work, even if it is YouTube stuff. I will see you guys later, though. Bye. Thank you very much.